Hey, I'm Chef Billy Parisi, and thanks so much for coming through because today, today, my friends, we are hooking up an amazing creme brulee recipe. We're gonna put some horchata liqueur in there, and we're doing it in the KitchenAid Smart Oven Plus. When it comes to creme brulee, it can seem intimidating. Maybe it's just the word creme brulee or the fact that it's on like every restaurant menu in America. Believe it or not, it is incredibly easy to do, and with the help of the KitchenAid Smart Oven Plus, we're gonna knock this out in no time. The KitchenAid Smart Oven Plus with powered attachments can be controlled right on your phone through the KitchenAid app. That's right, KitchenAid has made an app where you can completely control the Smart Oven Plus right from your phone. This is stuff I used to think about like 15 and 20 years ago. Wouldn't it be so cool if you could preheat your oven from like your computer? Well, back then it was a computer, not a phone like it is today. Just to save time, perhaps you're coming home from a busy day at work, you've already had your meal prepped out, all you need to do is put it in the oven, but then you gotta wait 15 or 20 minutes for it to preheat. Now you can do it right from your phone, and here's how to do it. Go ahead and turn it on, locate your KitchenAid app, and then go ahead and click the idle tag, select which oven you want to use. Now click Set Oven. We're gonna change the oven temperature from 350 down to 325 degrees. Go ahead and click Set, send it through, and start up that oven right now. I just cannot get over how amazing this is, and just to be able to do it for me when I'm heading into the studio and sitting in traffic, knowing I have to get right to work and get started, I can now make sure everything's heated and ready to go, saving me a ton of time. Plus, it's an absolute showstopper when I show my friends and guests and family this awesome app. Now for this recipe, we need to separate some egg yolks from the egg whites. The easiest way to do this is by simply cracking the egg and then sort of juggling and bobbling the yolk in between both of the half shells, letting the whites fall through into a bowl. Go ahead and place the yolk into a separate bowl. And another way to do this, I'm gonna wear gloves here, is simply crack the egg, drop it right into your hand and let the whites drip through. Now set the yolk to the side. You can see they all look beautiful, and just so you know, it's okay if one of the yolks cracked. It's not gonna change this recipe outcome. What we're gonna do now is add in some sugar, give that a little whisk. Next, we're gonna hit it with some heavy whipping cream. Gently mix that in. Now add in some vanilla. Last but not least, that horchata liqueur, gonna add a ton of great flavor to this creme brulee. Mix it together very gently just until combined, and now we need to strain it to sort of get any of those unwanted egg particles that are in there. So using a fine mesh strainer right into a plastic container that has a spout or a bowl, totally cool with whatever you use. Strain it through, and now to start assembling these. And I'll stop right there because I'm going to be using some creme brulee little like souffle dishes. If you have ramekins or even a mug would work. On a sheet tray, we are gonna pour in the creme brulee batter right into those little creme brulee souffle dishes. Make sure they are pretty filled up, maybe leave a 1/4 of an inch at the top. And now to go over to the oven. Be very careful picking up and carrying these over because it can spill out. I'm going to set them on the bottom rack. Now what we need to do is add in a little bit of water to that sheet tray to fill it up about the halfway mark on the creme brulee souffle dish. What this is going to do is gently cook these, because if you do cook them too hard and too fast, you will have scrambled creme brulee. It takes in between 25 and 30 minutes for these to completely finish cooking, and a great way to know how is if you give it a little tap on the outside, it should have a very gentle ripple that goes to the center, and you can see that it's firmed up. Remove those from the oven, and what I do at this point is simply take them out of that sheet tray and I put them on a rack. I let this cool at room temperature for in between 15 and 20 minutes. And then at this point, I put them back in a sheet tray, and they are going in the refrigerator for about an hour, just until they are completely cooled down. Now it is time to put some sugar on the top and torch these up to get that nice crunchy sweetness on the top of our creme brulees. What you want to do is gently and evenly sprinkle on some sugar over the top. and then holding it in one hand and using a creme brulee torch in your other hand, you want to constantly move it around so that the caramelized sugar runs all over the top, caramelizing the other pieces of sugar. This way it won't burn in one area, but will spread throughout, giving you that perfect, slightly bitter and sweet taste, and the textures and the combinations of that crunch and the soft creme brulee is absolutely fabulous. And because I like to serve it up this way, I like to put on a little bit of homemade fresh whipped cream and then some assorted berries. Boom, we are finished. You know we are eating some of this. So rich, so creamy, that horchata liqueur, oh my goodness, so delicious. Be sure to subscribe to my channel and check out my other videos on how I use the KitchenAid Smart Oven Plus. I'm getting back into this. We'll see you next time.